From dusty pitches in Africa to hundreds of millions of euros, here is the list of top 10 African players who break the market value between 2020 to 2026. At number 10, we have Nicolas Jackson from Senegal with a market value of 10 million euros in 2020, and it rose right up to 50 million euros in 2026. At number 9, we have Mohamed Kudus from Ghana with a market value of 20 million euros in 2020, which rised up to 45 million euros in 2026. Number 8, we have Ousmane Diomit from Ivory Coast with a market value of 5 million euros in 2020, which later rose right up to 45 million euros in 2020. At number 7, we have Mohamed Salah from Egypt with a market value of 60 million euros in 2020, who later on dropped to 50 million euros in 2026. Number 6, we have Ademola Lookman from Nigeria with a market value of 30 million euros in 2020, which later on rose up to 60 million euros in 2026. At number 5, we have Brian Buemo from Cameroon with a market value of 20 million euros in 2020, who later on rose up to 70 million euros in 2026. At the 4th position, we have Omar Mamouche from Egypt with a market value of 10 million euros in 2020, which later on rose up to 75 million euros in 2026. At the 3rd position, we have Victor Osimhen from Nigeria with a market value of 70 million euros in 2020, which later on rose up to 75 million euros in 2026. And at the 2nd position, we have Ataf Hakimi from Morocco with a market value of 60 million euros in 2020, who later on rose up to 80 million euros in 2026. The message behind the numbers: these values are not luck, to prove that African talent belongs at the top of world football. From 2020 to 2026, Africa did not just produce players. Africa produced values, power, and future legends. Trust me when I say the next generation will even be more expensive. Drop your thoughts in the comment section and don't forget to share and subscribe to my YouTube channel.